Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we have cows, and this has passing relation to what we're reading about. We're reading about endings and beginnings. So let me explain a little. I get my inspiration for these videos and the readings I'm doing from many sources, but mostly like if I don't dream of something interesting that night before, then I'll draw some runes about it and we'll go from there. Last night, early in the morning, I woke up and I dreamed of death, this big death figure in the room and filling the room. And it was like, I wasn't scared, but it was kind of surprised. It was like somebody decorated. But anyway, so that was one dream. And then I went back to sleep. And then the next dream I had was about taking care of a little baby. So I said, okay, let's use that. So we're going to do readings. It's going to be like really extravagant. We have like 3 sets of runes and we have 3 decks of cards because what we're going to be doing is you're going to pick a cow, and because cows represent Autumnla, which is the cosmic cow with the milk of origins. So, and plus I have this really cool virgin plush cow pattern that I wanted to use, and then we are going to draw a card from the Dreamer's Journal Tarot, and that will be what is ending for you. And then we're going to draw a card from the Unicorn Tarot, and that's going to be what's beginning for you. And then we're going to draw a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and that's how we're going to bridge these. And after we draw each one of those, I'm going to be doing a rune reading on top of them. So it's very, very exciting. And that's what's happening. So feel into the cows. One of these cows or more has a message for you about so what is ending in your life and what is beginning in your life and how we are going to bridge these. So will you choose the dark brown cow? Will you choose the shaggy Highland cow? Will you choose the black and white Holstein cow? Or will you choose the brown and white Hereford cow? I will put the timestamps in the description, and I will see you at the readings. Bye! Hello to all of you who chose the dark brown cow. I think this is supposed to be an Angus, but I don't know. They don't have their words on them, so I'm just going to move her over here, and she can observe. So we're going to start with a card from the Dreamer's Journal Tarot. Bone runes fell on the floor. Oops, that was a spoiler. No, it wasn't. It kind of was. But anyway. Okay, so let's see what is ending in your life to those of you who chose the dark brown cow. So let's see. What is ending in the life of the person who chose the dark brown cow? Yes, let's see. 6 of Swords. So this is normally sort of leaving a situation with help kind of thing. This is normally like normally a setting out kind of thing. So that might be the case, but I'm seeing this, since this is what you are ending, maybe you did this before. You have completed this part of it. Like you had left a situation, and the leaving of it was the ending. So your ending was that you left this situation that you were in before, and now that has ended. Like the escape has ended. The assisted escape has ended. So let's get some bone runes on here and get some clarity on that. And it took a lot of strength to do, but like open, overt strength that you just needed to just dig in your hooves and stubbornly do it because it was an emergency. Wow. Good. All right, so that's really cool. So your central thing for what is ending is Uruz, which is the rune of the wild ox, and this has to do with strength, health, and stubbornness. Stubbornness in that you're digging in your hooves and you're resisting. So this was something that you did, and it took a lot of open strength for you to do. Things just weren't moving forward where you were before. They were just not flowing. We have Laguz reversed. Laguz is the rune of, it's the water, so it's emotion, intuition, and heart. Also, just like a lot of negative emotions and or numbness, just like that's where you were at. So it took so much strength to just pull yourself out of that. And what helped you with that is we have Nauthiz, which is the rune of need, and it is reversed on the upper line. So it was an emergency. You recognize it as an emergency. When Nauthiz is upright, it means tend your needs. When it's reversed, it's like drop everything and take care of this. It's also inner needs. So you were also tending to your inner needs. Reversed in the upper line is often inner. So that helped you. Like every time you were like, man, should I really be doing this? And he's like, no, yes, this definitely, what helps me is the fact that this is an emergency and I recognize it as such and I am taking care of myself. So that's what really helped when you were doing this. What didn't help is we have Ingvaz, which is the rune of Ing. Ing is another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god. This has to do with active creation in the lower line. I see this as you were tempted to just try to keep forcing it to become something that it wasn't. And as long as you were doing that, it kept you in this place where nothing was moving forward and you were just having these negative emotions, like these unpleasant emotions, and also just like sometimes not feeling anything. So you had to do this. You had to make your escape and just basically keep reminding yourself, I need to do this. This is so important. And my inner needs rely on this. And it's an emergency. So away you went. And now you're in a situation, Berkana reversed. Berkana is the rune of the birch tree. This has to do with beginnings and birth, which is going to lead right into our new beginning. And it's reversed on the step line. So it's basically you just start to incubate this new life. It's like this inner beginning. It's like so deep. It's like a seed planted kind of thing. But that's where you're at that point. So that's pretty wild. Let's get the unicorn tarot, the crystal unicorn tarot, which delights me because it's the Rider-Waite tarot, except it's with unicorns. It's really well done for that. So, what did I do here? Oh, I know what I did here. That was when I was doing sun and moon the other week. Okay, so I was looking at all the suns and all the moons I had, and I was seeing which ones would be best. But I left them on the tops of the ones that had them. That doesn't make any sense because I'm shuffling. So what is beginning in the lives of the people who chose the dark brown cow? What is the beginning that is happening? The new baby beginning. Nice. Both of these cuts took from like really deep in the deck. So with Page of Cups, your new beginning is you're ready to start something new that has to do with creativity, intuition, heart, possibly love, but it's just basically you're feeling again, like all of this where you weren't feeling anymore, or where it was just like upheavally awful feelings. You are now unencumbered, and now you are starting to feel again. You're starting to be in your element in water again, so you're starting to feel, and that's very exciting. Let's get the birch runes, because birch has to do with beginnings and birth, as I just explained. So the birch runes, let's see what we have for that. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Oops. What did I just throw? I didn't throw it. It just basically popped out. Okay. Alrighty. This is very nice. Yeah, but, Okay. Good. So your central issue at this point with the thing that is beginning in your life, the new thing, is just patience, taking it step by step. We have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development, step by step. Also moving between worlds a bit, but basically that's where you're at. You know that this is going to be, it's new, so it's going to be a lot of steps to go. So you just basically, you see the path ahead of you. You feel unencumbered. You feel freer than you have before, and now you feel like you can start feeling again, but let's take it carefully and kindly to yourself, step by step. Just take it one step at a time. Leading up to this, of course, there was this big upheaval that you just did, where you left. You dropped the things that were not serving you, and you left what was a comfort zone to a certain extent, except it wasn't comfortable. We have Althala reversed, which is the home and the homeland. Reversed, it's those things. and finding home within as well, but just basically you're just throwing off this heavy winter coat that you're not going to need anymore. So just leaving the things that aren't serving you. So now you're taking it step by step. What's helping you is you're closing out the chapter that you did before. You basically ended that. We have Raido reversed, which is the rune of riding. It's the journey. It's reversed on the upper line. So basically, the fact that you closed this chapter of your life is helping you a lot. And you are, with every step forward, you are having more and more closure on this. You just basically, I'm so glad that I ended this chapter in my life. And you're moving forward step by step. What isn't going to help is we have Yira, which is the rune of the harvest, and also time. So there is going to be that fear sort of nagging at you, which is like, how much time have I wasted? How little time might be left? And what do I have to show for things? Don't worry about that. It could drag you down if you let it, but right now you are continuing your journey. This is a new chapter for you. And aren't you glad that you ended what you ended? Because this ending needed to end. This thing needed to end that you escaped from. That's really important. What your next step is now we have reached this point. Like, you, first of all, congratulate yourself with the new beginning, that you've begun it. And this is like an X marks the spot moment. But also, it's a good time to make set goals and have agreements with yourself and decisions and plans. Gabo, which is the rune of the gift, always has to do with an exchange. It might also have to do with making a one-on-one connection with someone. So for some of you, this might have been a sort of a love thing where you are now moving forward and you're open to doing that. It might not even be love. It might be like just love between people. This is it's just basically kindness and caring, somebody that you can connect with on a one-on-one basis that is going to sort of help you in this. But it's your next step is like, then you'll be ready. You'll be able to start doing that kind of thing. You'll be able to have exchanges with people that will be good. It will be very good. So for the final card and rune spread that I'm going to be doing, we're going to take a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And this is what's going to bridge these. Because you're going from... this bridges pretty well with Berkana reversed. But let's just do it anyway, because there's a big gap in the middle of the reading. What do the brown cow people need to see to help them bridge the ending and the beginning? By the book. So there may have been, for some of you, a situation where this had to be done a specific way for it to work. Like maybe it was a legal thing. Maybe you need the help that you needed to help you escape was like a legal thing, or maybe there are ways that things have. Maybe it was a job that you had to leave and it had to be a specific way. Maybe there was like a relationship that you had to leave, but it had to be a specific way. And the fact that you just basically let that dictate. Let the steps of the process that had to be followed dictate your passage from this to this. So, and that sort of took, the fact that you were able to do that took off of your shoulders the pressure that it might have been for you if you'd had to figure it all out for yourself. You just let that carry you. Yeah, so that gave you a certain grounding and a certain steadiness and even sanctuary to get from what you needed to escape to where you are going with your new beginning. So we have Othala, which is the center rune here, and this is basically, as I said, it's the home and the homeland, but it is upright in this particular situation. So I am seeing this as the fact that you had rules that you got to play by. It's like working in a fixed form of poetry or something. Like you have, when you've got a stable form, like as a foundation kind of thing, you can let it carry you. This was what led up to this is like, this is okay. It was sort of a surprise. It was sort of a revelation, and it sort of burst onto the scene. But the fact that this existed was a wonderful revelation for you. And it's like, okay, then we'll just let that carry us. We'll follow that through. So Daga's breaking of the day. It's like, okay, this exists. This is going to help me. So you let that sort of be your sanctuary as you move through things. It's like you sort of can lean on that. what is going to help you is things are flowing. Like those things weren't flowing back here. Once you do this, it's like getting on a train. It's like you are moving forward now. You don't have to think about it. This is the process. All you have to do is fill in the blanks of it. So things are flowing forward again. Also, you're going to start, once you're free of this, you're going to start to feel again. Your feelings are going to start to flow, which you see here. Where do we see this here? I don't see this here, but I see it in the Page of Cups, but I don't see it in the runes. But the Page of Cups is sort of the base of it. So yes, you're going to start to feel things. That's going to start to flow again. And also a bit of intuition is going to help you as well. But mostly, I think, based on the card and the center rune here, I think you're just basically letting this carry you. What isn't going to help is you were sort of unhappy, and and now that your feelings are flowing again, you're feeling that keenly, and it's like you just want to escape from it, and you feel like this is causing more unhappiness, but you got to get out of here. Like you've got to escape from this. So if that starts to be the case, just remember emotions are like weather. Let them flow. If they are flowing, then they're not stagnating like they were before, and we're flowing forward, and eventually the emotions will flow through to the point where you're not getting the unpleasant ones so much. I mean, that's, again, weather, but it's going to happen. And the nice thing about this is that it ends with the same center issue here as this. So just follow the process, let it carry you forward. We have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. Patient, slow growth, slow development, step by step, taking it step by step. This is going to lead you to that. And once this part is finished, when you're starting fresh, the new baby beginning, you're just going to carry this through. It's like you're just going to continue to take things step by step. Even though you don't have a form for it anymore, you're just going to continue with your own form. Whew. So I wish you all the best of luck with this. So that is your reading for those of you who chose the brown cow, the dark brown cow. Again, wishing you all absolutely the best for this process, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello to all of you who chose the Highland cow for your reading. So I'm going to move her over here. She can observe. I'm going to start with a card from the Dreamer's Journal Tarot, which is going to show you what is ending in your life. What is the little death in your life going on that's happening? The thing that is ending, the major change ending that is happening in your life right now. Highland cow people. Okay. Ooh, we don't want all three. Do we want all three? That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to recut these three. Okay, good. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I better look at the other three. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Tower. The Tower is the main one that got drawn. But this does have to do with, this does speak of you want to nurture something that is perhaps something that is new, as well as setting out with wild bravery and abandon in such a way that you got to do it. So what is ending is something that had to end. This had to end. The tower always has to fall. It's really important. It's not sustainable. It's something that has to come down. So whatever it is in your life that is ending, wowee, guys. I mean, people. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is pretty spectacular. So whatever it is that is ending had to end. It had to end, and it is ending spectacularly. This is something that was not sustainable and needed to end. So that is what is ending in your life right now. Central issue here, we have Hagalaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with chaos and things that are out of your control. Again, the tower was not sustainable. It had to come down. So this is something that was in place that was, continually attempted to be maintained, but it was just not sustainable. It needed to end, and it is ending no matter what. Leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu's the rune of wealth and worth. This may be, I'm going to read this a few ways, because Fehu is not money necessarily. Fehu is it's cattle, so it's the wealth that you tend. So whatever it is that, as long as you take care of it, will make your life feel rich. That's what that is, but it is reversed. And considering what the tower is, and considering what the hailstorm is, I'm thinking that what you'd been working on, what you'd been trying to maintain, was just something that was not really sustainable. You did really, really well for a long time, and you took care of it, but there was just like one moment of like inhale of like, oh man, and then it all fell to pieces. And the thing is, I think it was one of those things where you knew it wasn't something that was sustainable. I think it was something where you knew it was an overlay onto what was naturally steady and stable, and that it wasn't really sustainable, but you really, really, really tried. But nature had to happen, and nature has happened, and this is what is ending in your life. What is going to help you is thankfully not happening all at once. It's going to give you some time to register it. We have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development, step by step, and moving between worlds. So you probably have, I think it's, given the final thing I said about Ivaz, is the whole moving between worlds thing. Is like, I think you've worked with trying to maintain this unsustainable thing to the point where you sort of had partially convinced yourself that this was something that was a thing that could be sustainable, but it's not. And I think what is going to help you is sort of waiting between both. It's like, okay, I know I've existed in this mindset for a while, but let's step into reality for a little bit, and just sort of more nature of things. And it's like, yeah, so you can let yourself come to terms with how unsustainable it was, and also just remind yourself, it's like, this was really hard, and now I don't have to do it. It's like, it was so hard, but now it's like, I can just let myself come out of this, and it's like, man, there was no reason for that. Well, there was lots of reasons for that, obviously, or you wouldn't have done it. You did feel obligated to it. So what isn't helping is this sense of obligation that you had to this. You had made a lot of plans to do with it. You had a lot of agreements with yourself, a lot of choices. We have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. So it's agreements, decisions, goals, and plans, but it also has to do with, there's a give and take. It may also, for some of you, involve another person, a one-on-one relationship. If so, I'm really, really sorry. But I'm sorry anyway, because this is just like this spectacular ending. If that starts to be the case, once again, you are being given time with this. There is a step-by-step element to this where it's not happening all at once. It's not a huge surprise. And even though it's a surprise, it's kind of also not. And you are being given the chance to deal with this. Like this, you are being given the chance to find your balance and sort of get onto some stable ground that isn't the ground that is collapsing. I mean, this could be any number of things, and I'm really sorry about all of them, because it sounds like something that you cared about a lot, but you knew wasn't sustainable, and it is now collapsing, and I'm really, really sorry. Or it has, and I'm still sorry. Much love to you. So what this is going to lead to, and what this has already led to, is we have Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box. So it's almost like, I mean, in some cases, I mean, I don't want to say it. I almost don't want to say it. Something that has ended, and then there's a revelation of a lot box kind of thing. It sounds almost like what I said at the beginning of the reading, which was a death in your world, and I'm really sorry, and again, much love to you. If it is that, and this is sort of things being revealed after the fact, that's very much in keeping. But I think you've already done most of this, so I mean, not that it makes it any easier, but we're going from we tried, and nature happened, and now, okay, things are being revealed. Things are being opened up and revealed at that point. Whew, holy mackerel. So what is the new beginning? Let's have a look at the new beginning that is happening for you, this new baby beginning with the Crystal Unicorns Tarot. New baby beginning for the Highland Cow people. Seven of Cups. So you've actually got a lot of choice now. Like, the new thing that is beginning is, now that your time isn't being taken up by frantically trying to maintain this thing that was not sustainable, the world is opening up to you. Like you have so many choices of what you can do now, and it's really exciting. Like really exciting. It's like, wow, now that my energy isn't all taken up by trying to maintain this thing, what in the world can I choose to expend my energy on? Not expend, but like enjoy spending my energy on. Okay. So central issue here, we have Tivaz reversed. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr's the warrior god. A lot of this is taking care of yourself as well. Tyr had to do with taking care of what needed to be taken care of. But it is also, you don't feel like you have to fight anymore. And I think a lot of this leading up until this happened was you just like were constantly felt like you were in a battle or just fighting or just like constantly struggling and straining, and now you don't have to. You can actually breathe. Leading up to this, we have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. It's agreements, decisions, goals, and plans. I do sort of see this as like an ending as well as like a completion. So something that has been completed or something that you have fulfilled as a goal, something that has ended as far as that goes. Which is led up to like, now I don't have to do this anymore. I can use my energy in other ways. What is going to help you the most right in this part of your new beginning is letting go of things that no longer serve you, finding a new sense of home within, and also, well, this was a very uncomfortable comfort zone, so you're sort of leaving a comfort zone. So I'm really seeing this mostly as letting go of the things that no longer serve you. There were things in your life that were such a part of your life while you were dealing with this ending that you can just let go of now. And this frees up so much energy. Already your energy is freed up because you don't feel like you're constantly fighting. But it's like you're letting go of things that are no longer helping you in your life. What isn't helping is it is a fresh challenge. It's an open door. We have Thurizaz, which is the rune of the Thorn, the Giant, the Gateway. It's an open door. So it's not a hard challenge, but it's like, man, you've been through so much, and like this open door just like feels like one more thing. But you're going to be passing through this open door much lighter. You're not going to be feeling like you have to fight all the time. You can lay your sword down, and also you're letting go of a lot of things that aren't serving you anymore, so you can move through this door easily, even if you see the door before you and just go, ugh. And what this is going to all lead you to is a new path in front of you that you're sort of looking at, oh, what path can I take? A new path in front of you. It's going to be a long road, but it's going to be like, I'm going to take this step by step. So finally, let's bridge these with a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which I am shuffling. What does the Highland Cow choice people, what's going to bridge this? Why? Okay, interesting. So there is going to be, just like this gave you time to internalize and sort of to come to terms with things. There is going to be a period of time that's going to help you get from here to here, where you're sort of going to be, I think this is going to be spent during this, where you're just going to be basically not questioning so much, but like sort of finding meaning in what you've just been through. And that's going to help, as the lady reaching for the book with the wings. It's kind of like you're helping yourself find meaning. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? For what happened. And it's going to help you move forward into your new beginning. Look at all these echoes. This is gorgeous. So central issue at this point is this is a quest that you have to do, and this is your quest to find meaning in what just happened. So to bridge the ending to the beginning, you want to make it meaningful for you. Like, you've just been through some stuff, and you want to help sort of find meaning for yourself for what you've just been through, and sort of questioning is like how this happened, why this happened for you in your life, and how you can use this in your life to give your life meaning mythically. Leading up to this, it was sort of an end of I'm not going to say the end of a beginning. I'm actually going to say the beginning of a new beginning. It's like a deep new beginning. As I said in the previous reading, it's like the seed planted. So now you're like, okay, let's review. And you're making this kind of a quest because you have to get through this. It's a form of, it's a kind of shape of grieving, but it's more like let's allocate meaning kind of thing for me. What does this all mean for me personally on a mythic level? Is this reversed or is this not? This rune set there's one I have now that you can't even tell, and I don't even bother. But this one is not reversed. So it's like one of the things that's going to help you the most at this point is tend to your needs. Just tend to the needs that you have. Like this is just basically walk around, make sure that needs are tended. That'll give you a foundation in which to do this, to do this pursuit, this necessary step that's going to bridge you from the ending to the new beginning. Now, thieves, the rune of need. What isn't going to help is you are still going to be in this mindset. This is Hagalaz, this is Hagalaz. So you're still going to be having that in your mind, that you're still going to be vibrating from the storm that you've just been through. And that's going to be making it a bit difficult because you're still going to sort of mentally and emotionally be there. But you're sort of working through that. So it's like taking the big ball of wool and filtering it through, okay, I'm going to make something out of this big ball of wool, and weaving your needs out of it. Like you're tending your needs out of this, as well as finding meaning, which is because it's all about why. And this is going to lead you to a greater sense of confidence and being able to stand up and to be able to support yourself through this process, because you're going to find you were very strong. I don't see Uruz here, but obviously you were very strong to get through this, and this is indicating that by the time you get through this process of it, you'll be like, no, you know what, I can do this. I can stand up. I can pretty much take on anything, which leads you to this part where you are taking on anything. You're like, what can I do next? So that, cow number 2, people, is your reading. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello to all of you who chose the black and white Holstein cow. Let's move her over here and she can observe. Hello, little cow. And we're going to start with a card from the Dreamer's Journal Tarot, which is going to represent what is ending in your life. So let's give that a little shuffle. So what is ending in the lives of the people who chose the Holstein cow? 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is basically a card of sort of holding, sheltering in place and basically not moving and things. And this is ending at this point for you. Like you did this for a long time. Maybe this is, depending on when you're hearing this could be, maybe you've just been, I know I fall relatively guilty of this. Maybe after the pandemic, you just never got back into going out much. And so that might be the thing that is ending, is that you're sort of clinging to this, but you know that, the world awaits. Let's get some bone runes on this one and get some clarity on this. But there's something that you've sort of been holding of, the door is open. You've been clinging to, almost clinging to stagnation, things that just were very much stuck in one place. But now the door is open and this is ending. This state of being is ending. So your central issue here is Thurizaz, which is the rune of the challenge. So Thorn the Giant, the gateway, it is upright, so it is an open door. The challenge is you just have to take a deep breath and step through it. So that's what's ending, is this sense of just sheltering in place kind of thing. Leading up to this, you learned a lot about yourself. We have Pertho reversed. Pertho's the rune of the lot box. This has to do with surprises and fate. I could read this also as there have been a lot of negative surprises that have sort of kept you there, but I do see in that you've gone from this to the door with nothing in between. I'm really seeing this as you have come to learn a lot about who you are, and now the door is open in front of you and you're ready to step through, because you're ready to end this very, very closed off period of time that is now ending. What is going to help you is we have Ivaz again. Now, Ivaz was a helper earlier in these readings. Ivaz is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development, step by step. Also moving between worlds. So I think basically what is going to help is, A, the fact that it's not going to be an instant, immediate cold turkey kind of thing. It is going to be a step-by-step thing. You are going to be allowed to go back and forth for a certain amount of time. There is going to be, it's going to be gradual. It's not going to be, they're just going to dump you out the door. It's going to be like bit of one world, bit of the other world, bit of, and then more and more until it's either balanced or you're a little bit more out. So, but that's basically what's going to help, is the fact that it's not going to be immediate, and you are going to have the time to process what's happening. What isn't going to help is you're afraid of it being, I'm just going to get dumped out the door, out of my comfort zone immediately, and I'm not going to have anything, and it's going to be scary. We have Raido reversed. Raido's the rune of the journey, reversed in the lower line. So it's basically the end of the journey that you'd been on, which is holding in place and being safe, feeling safe, and just feeling like that's going to be wrenched out of your hands and you're going to be dumped out the door. That's not what's happening. And if so I'm really seeing this more as a worry. It's also saying don't do that. Just because the door is open in front of you, don't deny yourself the comfort that you have come to be okay with and comfortable with. Take it step by step. So for either of those things, if that starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to Ivaz, which is taking it step by step, letting yourself acclimatize and adjust. What this is going to lead you to is you're going to start making agreements, decisions, plans, and goals. You may also connect with one other person or have several one-on-one type connections, friends, family, whatever, who you trust, who are going to help you with this, and that you're going to be happy to connect with once you go through that door. But definitely agreements, decisions, goals, and plans. This Gabo, it's the rune of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. So both of those things. You're going to sort of say, okay, I've started to step out, and now I'm going to sort of make an agreement with myself. It could also be a completion of this time, this thing that is ending. So let's go to the unicorn deck and see what is beginning. What is your new baby beginning that is happening? Very exciting. Let's shuffle these unicorns. I thought about finding 4 unicorns for this, but I think I don't have 4 similar sized unicorns. What is the new baby beginning for the Holstein cow people? 8 of Swords. Okay. So there's a certain amount of trust that you're learning to have. I mean, it was so scary when you thought of out there with what it was ending. It was so scary, and you were just, and this ties into the Partho reverse. It's like every day a scary surprise. So even though you step through the door and you feel comfortable with that, there is still a sense of, I'm out here. It's a new beginning. I'm glad to be out and breathing the fresh air. But I do feel like I'm not seeing the edges of the swords around me, and I feel like anywhere there could be puddles. It's very worrying, and it's a new beginning, and you're proud of yourself for doing it, but it's a bit edgy. So let's get some runes down. Where's our Birch? Using Birch runes, because Birch is Berkana, and Berkana's beginnings and birth. Yeah, so you're manifesting and you're expressing, which is good. You're in communication. Is this blank? Yes. So to be open is going to help. Ooh, gay bow. Nice. Okay. So while you're out here, your main thing is you're out here, but you're not out here alone. You're communicating, you're manifesting. I think this may have started with this. The people that you're connecting with, once you do step through the door, you are staying in communication with that. That's sort of keeping you feeling less uncomfortable than you would otherwise. Leading up to this, it's a big change. Like when you stepped out the door, it's like the sun almost blinded you, which is probably why you're wearing a blindfold in this picture. But it's like suddenly so much all at once. So you just have to, just move forward, express, create, communicate, and make sure that you are manifesting the best you can. But that's sort of where you're at as you step out into this new world that is very bright. What is going to help you is stay open. Blank rune also refers to connection to the divine, whatever the divine is for you. But just keep open. And as you are in communication, just sort of like stay open. It's all new. So if it's all new, now I'm not hugely in agreement with the whole idea that if everything is new, then nothing can be bad. Yes, indeed it can. But it's all new. So take it for that, basically. It's like you are on uncharted ground. Since you were doing this, and this ended, but when you started this, it was a very different world from what you're stepping out into again. So just take that for what it is, and that you're learning this new world, and that, yes, it seems to be full of danger, but you do have communication, you do have connection. Be in communication. That's like your main key. What isn't going to help is you also had set a whole bunch of agreements, decisions, goals, and plans before stepping out. And now you're out. You're like, this is hard. And you're so you're worried about these obligations that you might have. But if that starts to be the case, just remind yourself you are learning this new world. So just keep in communication and just stay open, and whatever the divine is for you, keep in connection with that. There is going to be a certain amount of like a deer's grace kind of thing where you have to trust that for the most part life is going to be easier than not. So it's just basically just have to trust in the grace to keep you. And just be in communication with that. I mean, the beginning is all about communication and manifestation. So take it for that. But the neat thing about this with your new beginning is, remember how you were worried about ending the old? By the end of this spread, you are ready to resume the journey upright out in the new world. Which, I mean, doesn't mean you're not going back and forth to a certain extent, not to the same extent, but you are more ready to move forward. The fresh air helps. So finally, let's get a card to bridge these from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Wisdom of the Oracle is the name of the deck. It's not the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, although it's implied. So, what do the Holstein cow choosing people need to know that is going to bridge them? Chaos and conflict. Holy heck. So you're going to be aware of that. And I think there's going to be a bit of difficulty where you were one thing here and you may feel like this is too exposing. I mean, as the Eight of Swords shows, but it's this fear of exposure. Like you sort of put on, like the zebra put on this giraffe disguise, but as soon as the zebra stepped out in the giraffe disguise, that ended. Like the zebra is showing through. So there's a lot of worry and there's a lot of conflict, and you're sort of going out based on what things were before you did this, and that has ended now. So you have to sort of you have to show a new, you have to sort of become a new you a bit. So you can, oh look, 2 equines. So you can deal with the new that you're beginning. So let's actually get some runes down and see if we can get, oh, okay, so don't fight it. You do feel a bit disarmed, like really disarmed. Look at all the Raido in this reading. Is this blank? Oh, neat. Okay, so that's a nice little echo. So you step out of the door and you are feeling immediately disarmed. Like you feel like, I don't even know where to turn. And what was comfortable for you or what you were trying to protect yourself with is like crumbling. You've left your comfort zone. So that's where you were, the comfort zone of home. We have Othala, which is the root of the home and the homeland. You've left that and now you're feeling very, very disarmed. You are struggling to take care of your needs and tend to the duties and responsibilities to yourself. But you feel like you have nothing to defend yourself with out here. What is going to help you is keep moving forward. We have Raido, which is the rune of the journey. You are stepping forward on this journey, and there is going to be this moment of sort of unsettledness, but you are keeping moving forward, and that's going to help you the most. This is really interesting, and I'll show you why. Raido, blank, blank. So in this rune, in this little splash spread, the blank rune is what isn't helping you. It's like you're worried about everything that you don't know. And so it means something different in this one, where it's connection to the divine and being open. So, but what isn't helping you here is just basically you are so worried when you step out. You're so disarmed because it's a whole new world. You have to just keep moving forward through it. Yes, there are fears of the unknown. There are fears of the unknown, and that's terrifying. And you are just feeling really disarmed. Again, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Do whatever you can. Just keep going. You've made this decision. This is important. What is ultimately going to help you is you're going to find where you feel you have the best sense of belonging. So again, if this is connections, if this is one-on-one connections, that's going to help you. Communication is going to help you once you get there. But really sort of think of where you're, not like your place, but find your place in terms of how you feel you belong and what that means for you. This is Manaz, it's the rune of humanity, and your part in it, your note in the song. So, like, with these people that you're one-on-one connecting with, think of the chords that you are making as you do that, and that's going to help you stabilize as you bridge going from this place of stagnation to this place of stepping out into the air. Even though it feels treacherous, and even though it feels really alien and new, and you don't know who to be in it, ultimately you are going to be able to carry forward, and carrying forward the journey, your life's journey. This is what you've got tickets for. This is what you've signed up for. So this is really, really important. So gosh, good luck with this. I wish you all the best of luck with this. That is your reading, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello to all of you who chose the brown and white Hereford cow. Let's turn the Hereford cow here and let's have her observe the readings from here. So let's start with what is ending. So let's get a card for you from the Dreamer's Journal Tarot. Give her a little bit of a shuffle. What do the people who chose the Hereford cow need to know about what is ending? What is ending? Temperance. Okay, interesting. That's a funny card to be an ending, because you definitely want to have temperance in your life. I'm going to start laying down the clarifying bone runes on this, but I think it may be something where you were doing this sort of to keep the peace, and it ended up sort of stagnating you, even though you knew what you knew, and that probably wasn't the best thing to do. Yeah. That's the kind of thing that it was. It's like, when you do that kind of thing, it doesn't move things forward, and you're the one who suffers. So even though it's like, even though it's sort of like a comfort zone, but it's not a very comfortable comfort zone, it's kind of like, you're sort of just maintaining something that needs to end, when it would be healthier for everybody involved if it ended. So central issue here, we have Isa, which is the rune of ice. This has to do with standstill. Usually I read this as the standstill, the stillness through which clarity comes. And indeed it is, because if you are there in the situation where you are maintaining the balance, but it's something that ought to be not kept, because it's just basically you're not letting things move forward kind of thing, then it stagnates. But then the more it does, the clarity is going to start coming through to you until you can't ignore it. This is basically after something got revealed to you that you couldn't ignore. We have Dagaz, which is the breaking of the day. And this is basically full illumination, full revelation. You can't ignore it. You can't pretend that you don't know it anymore. But as long as you maintained a certain balance, you were able to sort of maintain it in a kind of a stasis. But that that means the thing isn't alive, the thing isn't moving forward, and the thing is just basically you're maintaining ultimately you're maintaining something that wants to flow when it's not being allowed to flow. So what's going to help you is letting go of things that no longer serve you. We have Othala reversed. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. So it's been overturned, basically, like, come out of your comfort zone. This is not a comfortable comfort zone. Step out of that, because you need to let go of this because it's not serving you. Find home within. Like, if you're looking for stability that you were sort of desperately trying to maintain by this constant attempts to keep balance, You can find that within, and you can carry that with you. But right now, this is stagnating, and it needs to end. What isn't going to help is you're worried about releasing this because you've been creating the stability of what is ending. You're the one. Without you, it wouldn't have the stability, and it would flow away with the river. So you're worried about that. You're worried about letting go of that. There's a certain pride to that, to being able to have been able to dig in like that and maintain this balance, even though it had needed to end. Bring yourself back up to this. It's like, just let go, let go of what is not serving you. If it is not serving you, there is something that is like this, that is just not serving you. And you've been maintaining it, and you've been using a lot of strength for this. And now it's just like everything is stagnating, nothing's moving forward, and it's just stuck. And just like, honestly, let it go. Let go of it. It's not serving you. Let it flow on. And then things will be new and fresh and clear. We have the blank rune. Things will be a blank page for you. It'll be like, okay, the river has washed this away now, and now it's ended, but like, what is open to me? Everything. I can see. And even the blank rune often also refers to whatever the divine is for you, the connection to the divine. So it's like, it's open, it's flowing and open enough that now you're able to see the sky, which is like, wow, why didn't I do this sooner? But anyway, that's what's ending for you at the moment, or has already. So let's get a card from the Crystal Unicorns Tarot for what your baby beginning is, the new beginning that is happening. Okay, oh, that took right from the bottom of the deck. That's quite neat. 5 of Pentacles. I don't want that to be your beginning. Your new beginning is this Victorian children outside of the church. We're going to get some clarity with the Birch runes, but what this could be is maybe what is beginning for you, this new baby beginning, is an unencumberdness from a situation where there were people who just like had established themselves as like, oh, well, we are the be all end all. And they're like, you know what? I don't need you. Which maybe is the case. But anyway, let's get some runes down. Birch runes. Oh, wow. Look at that rhyme. That is cool. That is really cool. I don't know whether that wants to go down. Oh, it does want to go down upside down. Okay, good. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Man, oh man. Cow number 4 people. Look at the rhymes in this reading. This is really neat. Okay, check this out. Blank, 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 Isa, Isa. Both of these have Isa as the center thing. So you are really the eye of the storm. You are the calm stillness in everything. And whether, the difference is that this one's moving forward. Things are being revealed and you are moving forward in this one, but you are continuing to maintain your calm. You just took the calm out of this part that wasn't serving you, and you're moving your calm into wherever you are. Leading up to this, we have Rylo reversed. Rylo's the rune of journey. Reversed, it's the end of a journey, and that was this. So now you closed that chapter, and now you're bringing your calm elsewhere, and certainly somewhere that serves you better, where you're less encumbered. But you always have that. You have that connection to the clarity because you are able to find stillness wherever you are, and you take that with you. What is helping you is we have Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box. As you move forward unencumbered and no longer feeling obligated to take care of this thing that wasn't helping you, things are being revealed to you, and just the more you do this, the more is being revealed to you. It's almost like there were things that were going on at this end of things, the thing that ended, that nobody believed was happening, and you'd known this. You were right. You were there. So all along, but now that you're free of it, all of this is coming to light. It's like your stillness and your maintenance of this was keeping it hidden, and now that you're gone, it's all coming out. And so, it's like, oh my gosh. What isn't helping is you miss a certain amount of the support that this provided. Look at the window and look at algae's down here. This established thing that just thought it was all that did provide a certain amount of support, provided you gave your entire life and soul to maintaining the stillness of it and the calm of it. But it's like, heck with that. So you do miss a certain amount of the support, but not enough to go back. And if you ever feel like, man, maybe I'll go back and get a little bit of the support, or just think about what is being revealed right now. Like, all the things are coming out, like all the bottom of the box stuff is coming out of this lot box right now, as the more you move forward away from that and unencumbered. And what this is going to lead you to is an even greater merging with just this feeling of freedom, this feeling of openness, this connection to whatever the divine is for you, like the true connection to what the divine is. Like, these people thought they were the divine, but look at all the stuff that's coming up now. And also your life, the things that are being revealed to you that are just like, this is wonderful, this is wonderful, this is wonderful, this is riches for me. I mean, it is the lot box. So when it opens, there's riches in it, and it's just like, this is all being revealed, and it's just really, really good for me. And even if the things are being revealed about the thing that didn't want these things revealed, it's good for you. So that's amazing. That's like really amazing. All right, well, let's get a bridge down, even though that was really exciting already. Let's bridge this. So what's the bridge between what is ending and the new baby beginning? This is like really, whoa. It's like really, whoa. Okay, what is the bridge for the Hereford cow people? Time to go. I love this. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you. Okay, there is that moment. It's like, okay, off I go. Beautiful. And it was time. It was like your decision, your time. Yep. You gained the confidence you needed. Wow. This is glorious. It is look at it. I can't get over this. This is really exciting. Is that reversed? Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Central issue for the bridge is we have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. This has to do with an exchange. It has to do with agreements, decisions, plans, and goals. It was time. It was time to go. You have completed. You was like, I'm done. I'm done. I completed. I'm done. I made this agreement, decision, plan, and goal with myself, and out I go. Leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu, I'm going to read this a couple ways. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's not necessarily money. It's cattle. So it's the wealth that you tend. So basically, I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, inner worth. You've gained the confidence that you need, and you're like, wait a minute, I can just do this anywhere, and if I leave, I can do this for myself, and it's not going to take all my energy all day. So to heck with that. The other thing is just realization of not only your worth, but the lack of worth. Like, as inner, your worth. As reversed, lack of worth of what you were doing here before. That's why it had to end. So to heck with that. You made a decision, and that was time, and let's do this. What is going to help is you knew this was going to be a hard challenge, but it's your hard challenge. So you're like, I am embracing this. I mean, here you are. Like, you knew this was a hard challenge, but you are absolutely happier with this than you were here. So for all of it's like Carolyn Casey says, it's your beautiful, dangerous assignment. So it's yours, and you are taking it, and you really don't have to answer to anybody but yourself on this. And this is all yours, and it's your challenge, and it's your life, and your thorn wall, your giant. We have 30 Saz, which is the rune of the challenge, Thorn the Giant Gateway. It is reversed, which is a very, very difficult challenge, but it's in the helping line. So you're just embracing this. You're like, this is mine. Nobody else but mine. Nobody else's but mine. And I am doing this now. It is time to go. What isn't going to help is, I'm going to read this a few ways. We have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health. I just talked about it here. This worry about, like, it's almost like you had it's the same worry. This worry about, it's almost like you attach some of your identity to this, whereas like, if I do this, then I'm not strong, or if I do this, then I don't have the stability. It's that as well. I mean, look at this. You're thinking about, worries about support. So it's just, worries about seeming to be not strong, worries about seeming to be not stable and able to dig in, worries about letting go. Those are worries. And I don't think you have to worry about it. Well, obviously they're going to be something that might drag you down. But honestly, just look how strong you are. Look at how strong you are. This inherent strength that you have that got you through all of this. And now you're like, nope, I'm done. I'm going to take my baggage of my almost impossible challenge, but that it is mine, and I am going to go, because things are going to be better with that than it would be if I was there. And what this is going to lead you to is we have Nauthiz reversed. Nauthiz is the rune of need, which carries into this with these two unicorns that are outside of, they feel like cut off, but they're like by willingly they cut themselves off. They're like, we don't need this. The emergency is this was draining your life, and now you have only yourself. You're basically everything that you were giving to this, which left you very little, you now have all for yourself, which is, this was an emergency, and you acknowledge that this was an emergency, and now you are free, and the things are going to start to come out. So, haha. So that is your reading for the people who chose the brown and white cow. I wish you all the best for this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.